Hello and welcome to English Pod Studio. This podcast is a great way to improve your English listening skills. If you are learning English and want to understand simple, clear English that sounds natural, you are in the right place. Today, we are going to talk about something very familiar and easy to connect with: weekend plans. Weekends are special. For many people, weekends are the best part of the week. They are a break from school or work. They are a time to rest, relax, or do something fun. Some people like to sleep in, some like to go outside, and others enjoy quiet time at home. Everyone has different weekend plans. In this podcast, I will tell you about my weekend plan, what I like to do, and why weekends are so important to me. Let's begin with Friday evening. For me, the weekend begins on Friday night. After a long week of work, I start to feel relaxed when Friday comes. I usually finish my work by 6 p.m., and then I take a short walk to clear my mind. Sometimes I meet a friend for coffee. We sit and talk about our week. We laugh, share stories, and enjoy each other's company. I like ending my week with a friendly conversation. It helps me let go of the stress. After coffee, I go home and make a simple dinner. I like something easy on Friday nights. Maybe pasta or rice with vegetables. I don't like cooking anything too complicated on Fridays because I am usually tired. I eat my dinner while watching a movie or a TV show. I enjoy comedies or light dramas that make me feel relaxed and happy. Then I take a shower, read a little bit, and go to bed. Now let's talk about Saturday. Saturday is my favorite day of the week. I don't have to set an alarm. I wake up naturally, usually around 8 or 9 in the morning. I stretch, get out of bed slowly, and start my day with a nice breakfast. On Saturdays, I make something special. Sometimes it's pancakes with honey, other times it's eggs and toast. I sit at the table with my breakfast and a cup of coffee, enjoying the quiet morning. After breakfast, I like to clean my room. I know cleaning is not fun for everyone, but I enjoy it. A clean room helps me feel calm and focused. I make my bed, sweep the floor, and put away anything that is out of place. I also water the plants in my room. They look fresh and green, and I like taking care of them. Cleaning my space is part of my weekend routine. It helps me feel like I'm starting fresh. Once my room is clean, I usually go outside. If the weather is nice, I take a walk in the park or ride my bicycle. I love being in nature. I listen to the birds, feel the wind, and enjoy the sunshine. Sometimes I go to the local market to buy fruits and vegetables. The market is busy and colorful. I like looking at all the fresh food and talking to the people there. In the afternoon, I often do something relaxing. I might read a book or listen to music. If I feel creative, I write in my journal. I write about my week, my thoughts, or anything that comes to mind. Writing helps me understand myself better. It's my quiet time. Sometimes I meet my friends on Saturday evenings. We go to a restaurant or watch a movie together. We laugh, talk, and enjoy each other's company. If we stay out late, I take a taxi home. When I get home, I wash my face, brush my teeth, and go to bed feeling happy. Sunday is a bit slower for me. I use Sundays to rest more. I wake up a little later and make a simple breakfast. Then, I often spend time with my family. We talk, cook, and sometimes watch TV together. Family time is very important to me. It helps me feel connected and loved. In the afternoon, I plan for the week ahead. I look at my schedule, write down my goals, and think about what I need to do. This helps me stay organized and calm.
I also prepare food for the next few days, so I don't have to cook every day after work. Sunday evening is quiet. I like to relax before the new week begins. I may take a bath, drink some tea, and read a little before bed. I try to go to sleep early so I can start Monday feeling rested. And that's my weekend plan. Simple, quiet, and full of small joys. In part 2 of this podcast, I will talk more about why weekends are important, how they help with mental health, and give you tips on how to make your weekends better, even if you are busy.
Now, let's talk about why weekends are so important for all of us. Weekends are not just free time, they are important for our health and happiness. After a long week of work or study, our mind and body need rest. If we work all the time without rest, we feel tired, stressed, and unhappy. That is why taking a break is very important. Weekends give us time to relax. We can sleep a little longer, we don't have to rush, we can take things slowly. This helps our body feel fresh again. It also helps our mind feel calm. On weekends, we can also do the things we love. During the week, we may not have time for hobbies or fun, but on weekends, we can paint, cook, read, play music, or go for a walk. Doing something we enjoy makes us feel happy inside. It gives us energy. We can also spend more time with family and friends. During busy weekdays, we may only say hello and goodbye, but on weekends, we can sit together, talk, laugh, and share meals. This helps us feel close and supported. Being with people we love is one of the best parts of any weekend. For many people, weekends are also a good time to learn something new. Maybe you are learning English. On weekends, you can watch a movie in English, read a short story, or listen to a podcast like this one. You are not in a hurry, so your mind is more open. You can learn more in a relaxed way. Even if your weekend is short or if you have to work, you can still enjoy it. You just have to plan a little. Let me give you some tips. First, make a small plan for the weekend. It doesn't have to be big or detailed. Just think about what you need and what you want to do. For example, you can write, sleep in, clean my room, call my friend, and take a walk in the park. When you write a plan, you don't waste time. You feel more organized. Second, try to do at least one thing that makes you happy. It can be something very simple. Drinking tea while listening to music, drawing a picture, writing in your notebook, or just sitting and watching the sky. When we do what we love, we feel good inside. Third, don't try to do too much. Sometimes people put too many things on their weekend list. They want to clean, shop, meet people, study, and exercise all in one day. This can feel like too much. Then, instead of feeling rested, you feel tired again. It's better to do a few things slowly and enjoy them. Fourth, take care of your body. Sleep enough, eat good food, drink water, move your body a little. You don't have to go to the gym. Even a short walk helps. When your body feels good, your mind feels good too. Fifth, spend some time away from screens. We all use phones and computers every day, but sometimes we need a break. Maybe for 1 hour, keep your phone away. Read a book, write in your journal. Sit in silence. This small time can help your eyes and your mind feel rested. Now, let's think about weekends in different places. In some countries, people spend weekends with their big families. They cook together, eat together, and maybe visit their grandparents. In other places, people like to go out, maybe to a movie, a cafe, or a shopping center. Some people go hiking or to the beach. Some people stay home and do nothing. All of these are okay. There is no one right way to spend the weekend. What matters is that you enjoy it in your own way. I also want to share something important. Some people feel sad or lonely on weekends. This happens when you don't have many people around or when you miss someone. If you feel this way,
Remember that you are not alone. Many people feel like this sometimes. Try to do something small to make yourself feel better. Listen to music, write down your feelings, or go for a short walk. If you can, talk to a friend. Even a short phone call can make you feel better. Weekends can also be a time for rest and healing. If your week was hard, take time to relax. If you feel tired, give yourself permission to rest. Don't feel guilty for doing nothing. Rest is not a waste of time. Rest is important. Some people also use weekends to think about their goals. Maybe you want to learn a new skill, improve your English, or start a new hobby. You can take small steps on the weekend. Even 30 minutes of practice can help. If you do a little every weekend, you will see progress over time. Let me give you an example. I wanted to learn how to cook better. I didn't have time during the week, so every weekend I tried one new recipe. At first, I made mistakes, but I kept trying. Now I can cook many things, and I enjoy cooking. That's the power of weekend practice. So remember, weekends are your time. Use them well. Rest, enjoy, learn, and connect. Your weekend plan can be simple. It just needs to make you feel happy and ready for the new week. Now, I'll share some real weekend experiences. Describe different kinds of weekends, busy ones, lazy ones, and fun ones, and give more ideas on how you can talk about your weekend in English.
Now I talked about how I spend my weekends and why weekends are important for our health, happiness, and learning. In this final part, I will share some real-life weekend stories and give you more useful words and phrases so that you can talk about your own weekend plan in English. Let's start with some different types of weekends. Not all weekends are the same. Some are busy, some are quiet, and some are full of new experiences. The busy weekend. Sometimes I have a very busy weekend. This happens when I have many things to do. Maybe I need to clean the house, visit family, do shopping, and finish some work. On these weekends, I wake up early, make a to-do list, and move from one task to the next. I may feel a little tired, but I also feel proud when I finish everything. A busy weekend can also mean going out. Once I went on a weekend trip with my friends. We visited a nearby town. We explored the streets, ate local food, and took many photos. It was exciting and fun. I came back home late on Sunday feeling tired but happy. That's the feeling of a busy, fun weekend. There are other weekends when I do almost nothing. I stay home, sleep a lot, and wear my comfortable clothes all day. I drink tea, watch TV, and relax. These are my lazy weekends. I don't plan anything. I just do whatever I feel like doing. Lazy weekends help me rest and feel fresh again. Sometimes we need to slow down. Life is not always about doing things. Sometimes just being still is enough. A lazy weekend is perfect after a hard week. The learning weekend. Sometimes I spend the weekend learning something new. I take online classes or watch educational videos. Once I spent the whole weekend practicing English. I watched movies in English, repeated the sentences, and wrote down new words. I also tried speaking in English with a friend. That weekend helped me a lot. I learned many new words and felt more confident. If you want to improve your English, using the weekend is a great idea. You have more time, and you can learn in a fun and easy way. The family weekend. Another type of weekend is the family weekend. I visit my parents or invite my cousins. We cook together, talk about our lives, and laugh a lot. Sometimes we play games or watch a movie. Being with family on the weekend gives me joy and comfort. It reminds me that I am loved and not alone. Even if your family is far away, you can still talk to them on the phone or online. A short call can make you and your family feel happy. Talking about your weekend in English. Now let's learn how to talk about our weekends in English. This will help you share your plans and experiences with others. You can start with simple sentences. I had a good weekend. My weekend was quiet. I went out with my friends. I stayed home and relaxed. You can also say what you did.
On Saturday, I cleaned my room and watched a movie. I went to the park on Sunday. I cooked dinner for my family. I listened to music and read a book. If you are talking about your future weekend plan, you can say, "This weekend, I will visit my friend. I am going to stay home and rest. I plan to study English this weekend. I will cook something special." Try using time words like in the morning, in the afternoon, and in the evening to give more details. In the morning, I went shopping. In the afternoon, I took a nap. In the evening, I watched a movie. You can also use feeling words. I felt happy. I was tired but relaxed. It was a fun weekend. I enjoyed the time with my family. When you practice speaking or writing about your weekend, you improve your English in a real and useful way.
Your weekend plan. Now, I want you to think about your next weekend. What do you want to do? Do you want to rest? Do you want to go out? Do you want to learn something new? Try to make a small plan in English. You can write it down or say it out loud. Use simple words. Here's an example. On Saturday, I will clean my room and watch a movie. On Sunday, I will visit my friend and go for a walk. Practicing like this helps you speak more naturally. It also makes you feel more ready for the weekend. Final thoughts. Weekends are a gift. They give us time to slow down, to take care of ourselves, and to enjoy life. Whether you have big plans or just want to rest, make your weekend special. And if you are learning English, remember, weekends are a great time to listen, read, speak, and learn. In this part, let's think about how we can make our weekends more meaningful and consistent. We all have busy lives, but if we learn how to plan and reflect on our weekends, they can become more than just a break. They can be a source of happiness, growth, and balance. Reflecting on your weekend. At the end of every weekend, it's a good idea to take a few minutes to think about how you spent your time. This is called reflection. You can ask yourself some simple questions. What did I enjoy the most this weekend? Did I take enough rest? Did I do something fun or relaxing? Did I learn something new or help someone? What would I like to do differently next weekend? You can write the answers in a notebook or just say them out loud. This habit will help you understand what kind of weekends make you feel the best. For example, if you feel very tired after a busy weekend, you may decide to keep the next one simpler. If you feel lonely, you may choose to meet a friend or call someone next time. Reflection helps you create better weekends over time. Making weekend habits. If you want to make your weekends more useful, you can create simple habits. A habit is something you do again and again. When you repeat good habits on weekends, they become part of your life. Here are some good weekend habits you can try. Wake up at the same time. Sleeping too much can make you feel lazy. Waking up at a regular time helps your body feel balanced. Plan your day in the morning. Even a small plan can help you use your time well. Do one thing for your body, like walking, stretching, or dancing. Do one thing for your mind, like reading, learning, or solving a puzzle. Do one thing for your heart, like talking to a friend, helping someone, or just smiling. Take 15 minutes to clean or organize something. A tidy space helps you think better. When you repeat these actions, your weekends become stronger. You will feel more rested, more focused, and more positive on Monday. Talking about your weekend with others. Let's talk more about how you can describe your weekend to others. This is a great way to practice English. Here are some simple conversations you can try. Example 1. Small talk. Hi, how was your weekend? It was good, thanks. I stayed home and relaxed. I watched a movie and cooked dinner. Example 2. With details. Did you do anything fun over the weekend? Yes. On Saturday, I went to the park with my family. We had a picnic. On Sunday, I cleaned my room and read a book. Example 3. Asking about someone else. What did you do last weekend? Not much, just stayed home and rested. What about you? I went shopping and then met my cousin. We had lunch at a small cafe. Practicing short dialogues like this helps you speak naturally. You can also practice writing about your weekend in your notebook or in a message to a friend. Start with small sentences. Over time, you'll be able to say more. Making time for English on the weekend. Finally, I want to talk to you, the English learner. Weekends are a perfect time to grow your English skills. During the week, you may be busy, but on the weekend, even 20 minutes of practice can help. Here's how you can use your weekend for English learning. Listen to this podcast again. Try to repeat the sentences. Watch a short video in English. Pause and say the lines out loud. Write a few sentences about your weekend in English. Call a friend and speak in English for 5 minutes. You don't need to do a lot, just do a little, but do it often. That's how you build your English step by step. You can even plan your weekend in English. Here's an example. This weekend, I will wake up at 8 a.m. I will go for a walk, clean my room, and study English for 30 minutes. I will also call my sister and relax in the evening. When you think and plan in English, your brain becomes more used to the language. It starts to feel normal. And the more you use English, the faster you improve. Closing words. Now we've reached the end of our podcast on My Weekend Plan. Thank you so much for staying with me through all the parts. We talked about many things: my weekend routine, the importance of taking rest, different kinds of weekends, how to talk about them, and how to use weekends to improve your English. I hope this episode gave you new ideas, useful phrases, and the motivation to speak and understand English better. Remember, your weekend is your time. Use it for rest, joy, and learning. This was a lesson from English Pod Studio, where we help you learn English in a calm, friendly, and simple way. Keep practicing, keep growing, and most of all, enjoy your weekend. See you in the next episode.